Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from ATSstats.com of the Raymond Report with another edition of our tutorials in a series of tutorials that we're doing here for our YouTube channel and also for the website. And what do you get with a membership at ATSstats.com? When you log into your dashboard, you're going to see a lot of buttons right here. And this is what I call the tools in the toolbox. You got the Raymond Report, you got computer picks, ATS trends, tip sheet, you got the market reports, and they're all in different categories. And today we're going to talk about the SBI, which is my Dow Jones Industrial, the sports betting index. And, you know, it's just like the stock market, right? You got to know, stocks can't go up forever. They can't go down forever. But you got to keep your finger on the pulse of the markets. You got to understand the sports betting, market psychology, how to think like a bookmaker, like my good friend Ross Benjamin says all the time. And the SBI is a really good tool to really control how many units that you can really wager on a game. And I say it all the time on the podcast. And I say, when the teams go on these winning streaks, you can't predict when they're going to win their next game, lose their next game. But what you can control is how much money you put on that following game. So let's say, for instance, Tampa Bay, the Rays, they went on that 13-game win streak. Well, did you know they were going to win a 14 game or they're going to lose that game, right? And trying to predict that game is like trying to catch a falling knife. You don't know. And one of my rules of thumb in sports betting is once a team gets to 3-game win streak, you can talk me in and out of the 4th game. Once they get on that 4-game win streak, hold the rope, get on the bus, and enjoy the ride. Because you got to enjoy the streaks that these teams go on, and it can work against you too, right, on the losing streak. But again, once you see these teams on a winning streak or a losing streak, the only thing you can really control is how much units you can put on the next game. And in the SBI here at the website, so we're going to look at the NBA, and in the NBA, the last 7 days. So the top part here, it gives you a little bit of a snapshot on what the favorites have been doing and the underdogs for straight up factor, the 1 day, 3 day, 7-day range. In the last 7 days in the NBA, favorites have won 71.6%. Now, obviously, because we're in the playoffs, that is a very high percentage because when you look at the regular season or year to date, 64.6%, which is 7% higher than 71.6%. And I'll show you in the other sports. I'll go in Major League Baseball in just a second to give you a little bit of an update on what's going on in Major League Baseball. And here you have the over-unders. 63.1% of the games have gone over in the last 7 days in the playoffs. And then when it comes to the against the point spread, so we said earlier, and it's been like this all season, 71.6% of the NBA favorites have won the game straight up, but they're only covering 51.3%. And if you follow the Ron Raymond Sports Betting Podcast, I have one of these rules where if you know that you're going to like the favorite and they're a small chalk, either in anywhere from like 4.5, 5 to lower, then consider the money line because look at that. That's a 20% difference when you look at it from percentage play. And why sweat the last 10 seconds, 30 seconds of a playoff or a game when it comes down to buckets when you can just take the team straight up and give yourself a 20% more edge of winning if you do like the favorites. Now, if you scroll right down here to the bottom, we keep a daily tracker of these games, and they're all color-coded, and I'm very visual, just like a lot of the clients are here at ATSstats.com. You like to see, for instance, in the NBA, when was the last time the underdogs really had a great day in the NBA? It was April 16th. They went 3-1. They won the game straight up. But that's par for the course when it comes to the favorites. The favorites in the NBA are normally going to win, like we said, 64% of the time. But against the point spread, this is where you get a good gauge on from a color-coded perspective how the favorites, underdogs, and you're going to get those ties, right? 1-1, 2-2 nights. But let's go to the NHL. I'll give you a little snapshot of the NHL last 7 days. Today is April 26, 2023. Just in case this video is like 6 months old and you're watching it and you go, what day was this? Well, there you have it, April 26. 63.1% of the favorites cashed in compared to what did I say? 71% in the NBA. So, yeah, NHL, you know what? It's been pretty even. The underdogs have been having a really good run in the NHL playoffs this year. 61.9% of the games have gone over, 59.6% on the puck line. And again, if you scroll down, you can see the daily on the year, right? This is day by day how favorites, and we tell you on the top, favorites on the year, 62.5, 51.5 the over-under, and on the puck line. Now let's take a look at Major League Baseball on the 7-day average. And you can see here, favorites. Yeah, obviously favorites. You can see from all the 3 sports we just talked about, favorites on the year, you're talking anywhere from 60 to 62%. What did we say in the NHL? I don't know if I saw the NHL. Yeah, 62%, right? So, yeah, and let me see the NFL just for shirts and giggles right here. Let me see if we did the 65% favorites in the NFL, won straight up last year. So when you're talking about favorites winning the game straight up, you're looking at that range of 58 to 64% on the season. And on the 7-day average, 62.6%, 37.4% for the underdogs and the over-under. The under last 7 days, in fact, on the season, 51.9%. And this was very high at the beginning of the year. And I said, you know what, give it a few weeks. It's going to come back to balance. And sure enough, there it is. So there you have it, folks. The SBI, my Dow Jones Industrial. This is where I every day when I handicap, I want to see how the markets are reacting from the prior 7 days. Because, again, what goes up must come down. Favorites can't win forever. They can't lose forever either. But what you got to do is you got to find the even Steven, right? You got to find that range where what I like to call the neutral range. Anytime we get a 7-day neutral range, that's where I'll increase my my units. And this is where you can get the Raymond Report each and every day. The SBI, just go to your dashboard. Once you get into your dashboard, and you're going to see all the tools, all the buttons, and then you go to your markets, go to SBI, click on it, and it's going to take you to this chart right here, and then follow the league that you want, and then go look at the markets and see if the favorites, underdogs are having their day. And like I always say, when the favorites are winning, you're smiling like a butcher's dog, because if you're betting favorites, you're doing pretty well. All right, this was a tutorial SBI of the Raymond Report here at ATSstats.com. Don't forget, come and kick the tires for only $4.99 for a 7-day membership, and hopefully it helps you with your winning ways. Cheers.